Fun.
Welcome to Self Love Chats, the podcast where choosing yourself stops being a someday and becomes a today.
Okay, we are two friends who have clawed our way out of survival mode, and we are still becoming her right alongside you.
Whether you're just starting your self love journey or you're learning how to trust yourself again, you are in the right place.
So grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let us have the conversations we all need to have, but honestly do not have enough of.
So, I want to start us off today with a question. And I really want you to be honest with yourself while you're listening. Have you ever noticed that things finally start going your way, like a healthy relationship shows up, or your business actually starts growing, you start seeing profits, or you finally have a little bit of peace for once in your life? And somehow, out of nowhere, you finally start pulling away from the good thing that appeared in front of you. I know I've been there.
I couldn't even count how many times I have done that. Okay. Or maybe it shows up a little different for you. Maybe you start procrastinating, or you overthink every little thing, or you pick a fight that did not need to happen. And I am raising my own hand when I say that.
Me too.
Because this was me for years. When I finally got out of the unhealthy relationships and I started dating my now husband, I could not just let it be good. I had no idea how to love and be loved by a good man. I was always waiting for the other shoe to drop. I was waiting for him to cheat or talk to other women behind my back. You try to go find the phone and scroll through it when he's in the bathroom real quickly. And when things would get quiet and calm and peaceful, my nervous system was like, what is this? This is not okay. We don't know this. I would actually pick a fight over the smallest thing because honestly, I did not know what to do with the peace. I was so used to negative attention that calm felt wrong to me. Like something bad was right around the corner. So instead of just enjoying a good, healthy love, I kept poking at it, waiting for it to fall apart.
And I've been there too.
Mm.
And that's like the coolest timing when you really think about it. The good finally shows up. And instead of getting to actually enjoy it, something inside you decides that we're bracing for impact. Something's going to happen. I just know it. Like you said, you're waiting on the other shoe to drop. And that's exactly what we're getting into today. We're talking about self-sabotage and specifically why it loves to show up right in the moment your life starts to get good.
It loves to come at you when you are in a good place. And that's me right now. And I am working so hard on not self-sabotaging, where I'm like, man, we're good. Money is coming in. We're being able to pay our bills. We're getting, I'm working towards getting to the millions. And I'm like, what is going to happen? And we're not doing that anymore, which is a moment almost every woman listening has lived through. And today is all around, what are we actually doing to stop that cycle, right? To stop that. So let us be honest about what this actually looks like, because I think a lot of women completely miss it. Self-sabotage is usually not loud. It is not this big dramatic thing where you blow your whole life up. Sometimes it's just procrastination when you know you need to get the thing done. What were we just talking about before we hopped on. I need to shoot the content. I need to.
Don't attack me.
I'm just here.
Yeah.
We're just here for the convo.
It's the truth, though. It's the truth, you know?
hmm Yep. Sometimes perfectionism, where you will not let anything be finished because it is never quite good enough yet.
Man, oh man. And like we said, we're becoming her with you guys right along with you daily. Like we just got off a talk. We talk before we hop on our calls, you know, our podcast. And I was going through the same thing. I'm trying so hard to self-sabotage myself. And sometimes you gotta tell yourself to shut the F up. So that's what I'm working on. And it's saying sometimes it's staying so busy that you never actually get to the next level. Sometimes you're self-sabotaging yourself to where you're constantly staying busy, you're not even moving, not taking the time to think because this is what feels comfortable for you. Because being busy feels productive. But a lot of the time, it's really hiding. It's hiding from the things we're supposed to be doing. Or it looks like talking yourself out of opportunities that are right in front of you, not responding to the email, not launching the thing, not applying for the position, not having the hard conversation. And we call it waiting. We tell ourselves, we're just waiting for the right time. We're just waiting on the right opportunity. This is Teresa's favorite story, by the way. Waiting will get you nowhere.
hmm That part. I mean, shoot. I have so much to say. I have so much to say. But a lot of the time, it is not waiting at all. It is just fear. And the reframe for fear for me is from this book that we're reading. It's called I've talked about it on the past couple of podcasts. It's called Happy Pocket Full of Money. And in that book, he breaks down fear as false evidence appearing real. We make up these stories, these scenarios, and all of these things in our head that aren't happening, but we tell ourselves that they are. And then we freak ourselves out. And so this is something that I'm actively working through because it's right. It is because it is trying to keep us right where things feel familiar and familiar feels safe. Even when familiar is the exact thing keeping us stuck.
Mm-mm-mm. Every single time. Every single time.
Every single time. Every time we want something more. Every time we want something that's uncomfortable, that's new for us. I mean, even when we were talking about starting the podcast, you know, those fears come up. Well, I don't know. What do I know about this? How do I know? And I remember when we were gonna do on YouTube, and I just like, hey, I'm not even gonna let her talk me out of it. I just put it in there, and so many things that freak me out and scare me and stop me from doing so much. So I know I just went there, and we have been getting real with you all about my relationship, right? But Keish, let me turn to you. It's your turn now. It's your turn for a second because I know for a fact I am not the only one. Where does this show up for you?
You're not the only one. And we are not the only ones, okay?
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Well, we wouldn't be here if we were.
No, ma'am.
For me, I would have to say it shows up mostly in my business. There have been so many moments where I know deep down I knew I was supposed to go bigger. I knew I was supposed to be recording the content. I knew I was supposed to be doing the things. I knew I was supposed to be raising my prices because I'm offering much more than anyone does. I knew launching something new was on my agenda, but I really put myself out there in a way like I've never done before. And every single time I did that, a little voice would always appear and start whispering, what if nobody buys it? Everyone knows how to twerk. Everyone teaches you how to dance. What are you doing that's different? What if they don't like it? What if you're just not ready? Maybe you need to add more things. Maybe you need to do something different. And for the longest time, I genuinely thought that voice was my intuition telling me where to go and what to do. I thought it was trying to protect me and keep me safe. Like, oh yeah, that's my higher voice. That has to be my higher voice. Whole time, it's the fear.
All of that. All of that. And that is such an important thing to name because we really do treat that voice like it's wisdom.
We do. But here's what I finally realized, and it changed everything for me. That was not my intuition at all. That was the fear speaking, like I said earlier, and it was trying to keep me familiar in a place that felt safe where I wasn't growing. Okay. It was trying to protect my comfort. And when you're comfortable, we already said that. When you're comfortable, you're not growing. You're not extending yourself. You're not doing what you need to do to push past your limits. And those are two totally complete things, when it comes to the intuition and the voice. My intuition has never once told me to shrink. It's never once told me or it's never once told me you can't do it. But fear has. Fear is the only thing that has ever told me to make myself smaller because I might not be able to do it. So when a voice starts telling me to play small, I already know exactly who is talking. It's not my intuition. It's not my higher self. It is the fear behind the idea.
Write that down if you don't have a notebook and a pen or your phone and you are not taking notes on all of this because I know for a fact I had a conversation today with one of my clients and it's the same thing. She's going through a lot of fear and overwhelm around new things and it comes up as all of these I'm just waiting to be led. I'm just waiting for this thing. And, it's like what I was telling her, the clarity comes through the action. It's like when you don't shrink, when you keep moving and when you keep learning, right? And your intuition does not tell you to shrink. Your intuition does not tell you to shrink. I need you guys to have that on a post-it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
It does not. It never does. Not
mm-mm,
one single time ever in life.
not at all. Not at all. And see, that is exactly what got me too. Because mine did the same thing. It just moved from my relationship straight into my business. For the longest time, every time a real opportunity would show up, instead of being excited about it, I would go straight into questioning myself. Am I even qualified for this? What if I mess up? What if people start expecting too much from me and I let them all down?
Mm-hmm.
Does what I say can it even work for other people? I can't talk in front of, when I just had this speaking opportunity, I can't talk in front of 50 people. They're not going to pay attention to me. What if I fall flat on my face? And the thing I had to realize is I was not actually afraid of failing. I was afraid my whole life was about to change.
Oh, say that again, girl. Because that part is so different from what people think. You were not scared to fail. You were scared to change. And change, even really good change, feels like a threat to the body. Feels like a threat to the body that got used to survival.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is exactly it. And it still shows up many times, all the time. If I'm being real with you, I don't want to always admit it, but I have a lot of people say that that's easy for you. when it's not. Doing these things are not easy for me. I'm not just like this person who gets it easy.
That's
I
my
still
fa-
question, huh?
that's my favorite. Oh, it must be so easy for you. No, I'm just doing the hard thing.
I mean, seriously, you know how many times I get so scared or overwhelmed, or I put something out and it's like 3 views, 4 views, 5, like, it's not good enough. I have to combat those things all the all the time, because I've wanted to keep myself small so that I cannot fail out loud. I will get quiet. I will slow down. I will talk myself out of the bigger move so that nobody has to watch it. So nobody has to watch it not work. And I will just tell myself right now, $1 million has felt so scary to me before. And that is something I am actively working on. I think within like the last couple of months, it started to feel actually a little bit normal for me. It scares me that it scares me that I am actually allowed to have that kind of life.
Mm. And I love that you said that out loud. Because so many women like you and me are quietly scared of the big number too. We just never admit it. Y'all, I know y'all don't want to admit it. Y'all scared of the number. I see a big number. I'm like, oh Lord. But you don't even know why it makes you feel that way. That's in the program too. That's in the program too. But, we act like fear only shows up around bad stuff. Fear shows up around good things all the time, but sometimes the good stuff is the scariest thing of all.
Mm. It is the scariest thing of all. It's like if you get it, you're afraid to lose it. I've lost a lot. Like we've had like 30K months and went down to zero. Built ourselves back up, went down to zero. Now we built ourselves back up to almost 10K months, and it's like, it goes into the thoughts of, when is the other shoe gonna drop? When is it gonna happen? When is, like, I don't want to get too happy, too excited, because it's gonna get taken away from me again. These are things that I'm actively having. Some people who are listening, you may have lost a job,
Mm-hmm.
and then you may be going and trying the entrepreneur route, thinking that this is gonna be easy. You're told, oh my gosh, you can give yourself 30 days. You're gonna be a millionaire. You can make 10K months within, this stuff. And no one tells you this overwhelming cycle you have to go through. And this is what keeps so many people stuck and small. And these are the things that, you have to have that community who's actively going through these things with you. And that we want you to just be a part of that. And here is a small one that I think a lot of you listening are going to feel in your chest. Not too long ago, I batch recorded like 6 pieces of content in one sitting. And I was so proud of them when I got them done. I remember because it was right before me and Keisha were going to record. And I'm like, man, I just got 6 pieces of content done. I'm traveling to Michigan. I don't have to do anything because they're done. But guess what? When I went to go post them, I didn't want to post them. And then the day I actually was supposed to post them, I froze. I'm like, no, this isn't good enough. This isn't good enough. And then I figured out it was the Lionsgate portal. And I'm like, oh man, I need to shoot a new piece of content because this isn't going to be good enough. I started questioning every single thing. Like, is this good enough? Should I really put this out there? What are people going to think? And I almost did not post at all. I think I still have one piece of content that I have not posted. But my mentor always tells me the reps over research. You just have to post. So I did it anyway. I'm still doing it anyway. And one of those videos actually got the 1,000 views, which is crazy for me.
Yes.
When that's a big deal for me.
Yes. And that made up story your brain was telling you would have cost you every single one of those 1,000 people that followed you
Yeah.
or viewed your reel.
Yeah.
Your own fear almost talked you right out of the thing that actually worked.
Yeah.
Just posting the content and getting out of our head.
Oh, yeah. And the thing also is like with the podcast, if you don't give it time to, one thing that she talked about also in the program I'm going through is you have to have compound effort. And we never give it enough time to actually work. And so I have to always, every time we are posting a podcast and it's like, oh, that's only 20 views or 30 views. And it's like you can't get into that. That's the part that gets me every single time. It's having to keep reiterating it to myself and reminding myself. And you're never going to grow anything if you just keep stopping. If you just keep stopping and you don't do the things that you need to do.
Yep.
Mhm. So I think self-sabotage gets a really bad reputation because people hear it and they immediately think it means you are lazy or unmotivated or you just do not have any discipline. And I do not believe that for a second.
Not even a little bit. Because when you actually look at what it is happening underneath, it is protection. Your nervous system, your body is basically asking one question over and over. And the question is this safe? That is it. And if you spent years in survival mode, if you've been broke, if you've been let down, if you've had to hold on to everything and keep it all together by yourself, then your body learned that unpredictable was normal for you. So when good things start to show up, calm and steady and safe, your body doesn't recognize it. It's like, where's the drama? Where's the fighting? What is happening? We're not fighting. We're not tripping. It's trying to figure out what this unfamiliar feeling is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, a big one for me too is like I tell I'm not consistent. And when I'm trying to be consistent, it's like that, that thing you're gonna mess up again. You're not gonna be consistent. You're gonna have to restart all over. And what did we say that one episode a few back? Shut the F up.
Mm.
Shut the F up.
You better.
Uh-huh. And that is the wild part to me. Peace feels unfamiliar. Success feels unfamiliar. Even healthy love feels unfamiliar to so many of us.
And I hate that. I hate that for some of us.
Mhm.
Here's the thing, your brain doesn't even know the difference between unfamiliar and dangerous. So it treats the good thing like the threat and goes on high alert and tries to pull you right back to what it knows, even when it knows that exact thing was the thing that was hurting you, because that's the thing that it's used to. That's not you being broken. That's just the old version of you trying to keep you safe the only way she ever knew how to do so.
Oh, yeah. Mhm. And when you really understand that, you can finally stop being so mad at yourself because you are not the problem. You are just running an old program that was built for a season that you are not even in anymore or that you don't want to be in anymore. One thing we've talked about, and this is in our program as well, but it's you are one decision away to a completely different life. Sometimes we just are afraid to make that decision. So here's the one thing that I've learned that changed everything for me. And I want you to really sit with this one. You do not self-sabotage because you do not want good things. You self-sabotage because part of you is not yet convinced that you will be able to keep them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's right there, honey.
Mm-hmm. Or that you won't be able to, like for me, it's content. Like, oh, I'll never go viral. Why try? I'll never get the views or the followers, and if I don't post, I'm definitely not gonna get them. So it's like this crazy self-fulfilling prophecy that we have going on.
Nonstop.
Mm-hmm. All the time.
And it's not that you don't want the money or you don't want the peace or the love. It's that somewhere deep down, you're scared it's going to get taken away from you. So part of you would rather be the one to end it now on your own terms than get blindsided by it later.
Oh yeah, read that one again.
Mm.
If you have to, write it down, put it where you will see it every single day. Because that is the whole thing.
Yes, and that's exactly why healing is not just about changing your habits. You can white knuckle a new habit for a few weeks, but if your body still doesn't feel safe, you will slide right back into the previous version you were. The real work is teaching your body that it is safe to receive, it is safe to be loved, and it is safe to succeed, safe to rest, and safe to be seen. And you better remember that.
All of that. All of that. Make sure to come back to this episode if whenever you are feeling that spiral, right? And you're not feeling safe. Because I want you to feel safe to have it go well and actually stay well.
And that is the whole thing.
Mm. This is my favorite part coming up. I am so excited.
And if you know me, you know I cannot just sit here and talk about it without the body, without us actually getting into it for a second, okay? So I just want to do a quick embodiment moment with you right here, right now. If you're driving, keep those pretty eyes open and wide and just breathe with us, okay? But if you're somewhere where you can close them, go ahead and let your eyes close. I want you to put one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, okay? Just like that. All right, do it with me, Teresa. Now I want you to take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. And breathe it out. And as you breathe it out, drop your shoulders away from your ears because I already know they're up and you're holding that stress there. Big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, letting the shoulders drop, letting the jaw drop. Make sure that your feet are nice and flat on the floor, feeling grounded underneath you. Big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. And I want you to just feel whatever is underneath you holding you upright. Return to a normal breathing pattern. And just notice right now, in this exact moment, you are safe. Nothing is on fire. Nothing is failing. Nothing is falling apart. You are just here. And I want you to say this to your body out loud or just in your head. It is safe for me to have good things. And it is safe for me to keep them. Sit in that moment for a few seconds. And when you're ready, take a big deep breath in through the nose, filling the lungs fully and hold it at the top. And exhale with an audible sigh, feeling the lungs collapse, the chest collapse. Go ahead and open your eyes and return to a normal breathing pattern. We are safe to have the good things. We deserve the good things. And we are worthy of all the things that are on the way to us.
Oh, I felt that one all the way down.
Yes. Me too, girl. I hope you felt it, guys. I hope you really had a chance to just dive into that moment and really just sit with yourself for a second and just channel that mind body connection and know that you are worthy of all the good things.
So yeah.
And that's the piece I couldn't never figure out on my own because I was always trying to mindset in my head.
And that right there, that little thing, that's the actual work because you cannot only think your way into feeling.
That right there, the little thing, that is the actual work. Because you cannot only think your way into feeling safe. You have to show your body over and over It is good. This is not a threat. So anytime this week that fear comes up and tells you to shrink, I want you to come right back to this moment, hand on your heart, feet flat on the floor, slow breath, and remind your body it is safe. That's how you start letting good things stay. I do this every time. Anytime I'm having a moment where I call it, this is what I call it. When I'm like
Yeah.
overwhelmed, I take a second, I put my hand on my heart and I just breathe and I just say, "You are safe. You are safe. It is okay. You are in this moment." And it's just literally bringing your mind and body back into the present so that you can move forward. Because at the end of the day, we are grown ups. We can't have a temper tantrum and not move forward. We have to move forward and keep it moving. So definitely try this exercise when you need a second to reset into your body and let yourself know you're safe.
Yeah, that's something that I've started doing when I get overwhelmed with my toddler and my 12-year-old who thinks she's 30. I just go into the bathroom, I lock the door, and I may not be able to have time to light a candle and have the meditation music, but I'll just take that moment. That's something that Keisha's really helped me with, touch your body or tapping. That's something that also that I've started learning about. And just when I'm feeling overwhelmed, doing this number and then this number and the chest. And it just helps like get you out of your head and have a state change into something different. And see, this is the piece, guys. This is the piece I could never figure out on my own because I was always trying to mindset my way out of it up in my own head, always. But you have to bring it into your body.
Yes, I was the same way. I was doing all the affirmations, I was doing all the stuff I needed to do, but
Yeah.
I wasn't actually channeling the feeling in my body that I was speaking out loud. I wasn't channeling that actual feeling. I was saying the affirmations without believing them. I was doing the meditations like, "Oh, yeah, I'm sure it'll work eventually," but not knowing it'll work every single time, and the mind and the body have to do this together. They have to be one when it comes to this new evolved version of us that we're stepping into.
So, what does becoming heart actually look right there in this exact struggle?
I would say becoming her chooses trust over fear. She understands that every opportunity does not require her to be perfect. It just requires her to be present.
Yeah.
And she reminds herself, I do not have to earn what is already meant for me. And then here's the part that matters the most. She takes the next step away, not because the fear is gone, but because she decided she is done letting it drive.
That part. That part. You got to put it in the back seat and not letting it be the driver of you because
Put
that's
that
the through line
flip it and
for me.
reverse it. Mm-hmm.
You said what?
Put that thing back, flip it and reverse it.
Like, it's all of that. Yes, ma'am. Because she does not have to wait to feel ready. She gonna be a part of you, but she gonna be in that back seat.
Mm-hmm.
She moves while she is still a little scared. Man, if you already knew how much scared I feel most of the time when I'm doing things I don't want to do. And she lets being ready catch up to her.
Because it always does.
It sure does. It sure does. Okay, it is time for your mirror moment. And I want you to actually be honest with yourself here. So just take a breath real quick. Where have you been getting in your own way lately? And not because you are not capable, but because you are actually just a little bit afraid of what might happen if things really do work out.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
And here's one more to sit with. And this is one of my favorites. If success no longer felt scary, What would you finally say yes to? Do not rush to answer that one. Just let it sit with you this week. Ponder on it. Make sure you write it in your journal for later because we're doing the work, we're doing the things to move forward to be the best us, right? And let you work on it when you have time.
No. That question gives me chills every single time. I think I'm going to definitely journal that tonight.
Yeah, I just looked over to the side. I'm like, I got to put that in there. Like, because we're here with you. We're doing the things with you guys. We're becoming her every step of the way with you guys. So this is
Exactly.
not a journey that you're on by yourself.
Just want to say that this is me documenting me becoming the version of myself that has $1 million, that has the business, that's making a huge impact, that's changing lives. And that's one of you at a time who's listening to this. And you're watching us in real time just by giving you, okay, this is what's worked for us. This isn't what's worked for us. And we've done it all. And I've worked on myself for the last 7 years. And we're giving you the tried and true things, but we're also giving you things that we're in.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So this week's Becoming Her challenge is simple, but do not let it fool you because it is powerful. No. Notice one moment from this week where fear tells you to shrink. Just one, and then choose one small action that moves you forward instead. Not a giant leap. It can be one small thing. You do not have to blow up your whole life. Just one brave step. And then pair it with what we practiced earlier. Hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, in slow breath. Remind your body that it is safe.
Yeah. Because that right there is the mind and body doing it together. And I think that's what so many people have wrong when they're trying to start their business or do something new or create a new goal. They try to just like push through it, and they try to have like their mind just force itself into something new, and your body feels out of whack and that's what makes it feel so difficult. Having that mind and body together is what helps you be able to sustain it for the long haul. And courage was never the absence of fear. For me, it's always just been choosing to move anyway. My mentor says action takers are money makers. And I have watched that be true in my own life over and over and over again. But we have to help our body do the movement. It's hard to have it move when you're feeling so dysregulated from what's up in here and what's in here.
It's like two separate things happening.
It is
like
that
it.
part. Exactly.
Yeah, one brave step and one breath. That's
Mm,
all we're asking you guys to do.
exactly. Before we go, let us leave you with one truth to hold on to this week. And you already know, grab your phone, write this one down.
Here's today's truth. The life you have been praying for is always going to ask you to become someone new. So do not let the fear convince you to stay where you have already outgrown.
Mm, like that right there is a period.
Yeah.
Come back to that one on a hard day. Because that day the fear feels loud. You are going to need to remember that fear showing up is not a sign you are doing it wrong. It
Facts.
took me way too long to figure that out. A lot of the time, it is a sign you are right on the edge of something good.
Yes, ma'am, every time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we just have to push through when we get scared sometimes from that fear. But we're pushing that fear aside because we discussed that all today, okay? And if this episode is describing your life right now, we made something for you for this exact feeling.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we did. We did. We drop the Dream Life framework in the description below. So just tap that link and grab it. It walks you through the first steps to break this pattern. So you stop pulling back right when things finally start working. And we are not handing you this from some finish line. We are literally sitting in it with you, still doing the reps, still catching ourselves. So come do it with us.
Please do. And before next week, we really, really do want to hear from you. So tell us what area of your life we really do want to hear from you. So tell us what's one area of your life where fear has been disguising itself as waiting. Leave time. We love to cheer you on because you really do not have to do this part alone.
Oh, not at all. And if you are following us on Instagram, make sure so you can send us a DM. We read every single one. They're in the description below too. And real quick, if this episode spoke to you at all, do us one little favor and send it to a friend who is going through the same thing. You never know who needs to hear today that the good in their life is safe to keep. Mm-hmm.
And if you love this podcast and it helped you out even just a little bit today, go ahead and like it. Hit that subscribe button. Rate it 5 stars, okay? It genuinely helps us reach new women who need these conversations just as much as we do. Next week, we're getting into something almost every woman I know struggles with. And that is why boundaries feel so uncomfortable.
And that one ties right into everything we talked about today. You do not want to miss it because boundaries are not my favorite thing, and we're working on it. Remember, self-love is not something you earn. It is something you choose again and again every single day. Until next time.
Keep becoming her.